The ultimate chili cheese dog made with all the goodness. Now I'm not talking about just throwing some hot dog on the grill. We're going to show you the tips, the tricks to bring out all the goodness to seal the bottom of that bun to where no grease don't run out on your shirt. I'm going to eat mine. Y'all just have to catch up later. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by camp on a glorious morning. It is the good Lord has blessed us. And what we talking about? Chili cheese dog. Now, there's some dogs out there, but they ain't got no chili or cheese on them. And they look like they might be a little bit tired. But if you ever went and got a chili cheese dog, and the first thing you did is when you pick it up and you're getting to take a bite, you tilt it just a little, and all that chili runs down your shirt. I've been there, done that, seen people that's just made an awful mess of themselves. I'm going to show you how to seal that bottom up. We're going to show you how to thicken that chili up to where it stays right on that hot dog. And what we're going to have? A chili cheese hot dog. And it is going to be some of the finest eating you ever had in your life. You know, it's about 7 o'clock where we are because we have to try to start filming really early, especially when it's going to be like 104 today. It's going to be pretty miserable standing by a fire. So if you see that sun rising up over the hill and you're thinking, there's a shadow now, I don't know what that is. But it's the big ball of fire that's in the sky. 2 pounds certified Angus beef, browned up. It's 80-20. Just let her cook there.
What does 80-20 mean? That's a lot of people ask. At
one time, he was 80 pounds, and then he lost 20 pounds, and then anyway, 80% lean meat to 20% fat. I like an 80-20 because we need a little bit of that fat in there to give it all that flavor, and that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of original seasoning, about yay much. Or you could use salt, pepper, and garlic salt, but we're going to have all that in there too. Now, I really like some dried ancho chilies that are crushed that we put in there, but hey, they didn't be having none this week at the store, so what has some ancho chili in it? Some of our mesquite seasoning. So put a little yonder in it too as well. Garlic powder. We're going to put a little of that in there. Ooh la la. Smoked paprika. And y'all be knowing that the recipe will be listed down there in the little link below because y'all ain't for sure that I really know how much I'm sprinkling, but I've had a lot of practice. Chili powder. Now, you can be guessing or you can grab one of these deals, okay? Now, you can do this according to your taste as how spicy you might like your chili. Now, I'm going to start with about 2 tablespoons, which is about that much right there. We can always taste it at the end and see if we need some more. Everybody jumped in there, I think, except the cumin and the oregano. Now, here we go with the dried cumin. A little over a teaspoonful, and bear with me while I run to the Yeti store. It's quick, wasn't it? Now, y'all seen me use a lot of this whole oregano. It has so much more flavor than all that other. I just need you to get in here and get you 2 pretty good little pinchers full and just crumble it right up in there because that's what we need that flavor for. And you can also toast this in a cast iron skillet for just a little bit and it'll even bring out more flavor than that. You can see we got 2 little old baby poblanos here trying to blister a little. They'll go in here in a little bit. We're going to continue to let this cook and brown up, and we're getting closer to some chili dogs. It has been simmering here for about 10 or 12 minutes. It is about cooked plumb down to where it's a little dry. Now, I'll be having me some beef broth and I'm going to put in there. What you said? Now you're going to make it to where it runs down our white shirt. No, we just need a little more liquid in there and we're going to let that cook down one more time. But this is going to help incorporate all that flavor that we put in that meat. So put you about yay much in there. Yay much. Yay for the much. Give it a stir, let it simmer, because the cook time on this chili is about 45 minutes to an hour. That's why we're doing it first. It can just sit right over here with Bertha and just simmer along while we put together a special sauce. It's going to be so good. Well, you see me be putting them 2 little poblanos that we roasted, and then we skin them, and then we dice them up really good with the hash knife. Most versatile tool I ever used in the kitchen. And throw them right in there with that chili. Going to let it simmer. But while that's going on, we need to put this sauce together so it can chill a little bit. Now, you could set all this out there on the counter, you know. Okay, y'all come on through here and fix your stuff. Folks, why would you want to take up counter space when we can blend it all together, let it sit in the icebox? Think of the cabinet room that you're going to save there. So we're going to take us about a half of an onion, and it's got a little poblano skin on there on it. And I just want you to dice them up. Hey, this is how I like mine, right here in the bowl. I surely do. I think you can call that the cowboy chop. Here he is, folks, fresh out of the garden. You think that little feller ain't big enough to do nothing? Woo. This little feller, woo, for some reason this year, them things are heating us up. Now, you've heard me tell you many times, what do you do after you cut a jalapeno, or you don't do?
Scratch your eyes.
Or scratch your butt, because I mean, them things will light you up. So make sure, and if you're highly sensitive to them, get you some of them rubber gloves and put on, because it'll protect you. Now, the reason this needs to set is to let all these flavors blend in that icebox. But you just want to mince this one up pretty fine, Shan. And then we're just going to put it right in there with them onion, as Justin Wilson would say. Who don't like some sweet relish on their hot dog, Shan? Huh? Everybody. I do too. So we're going to put some in there, about yay much. Spicy brown mustard. Yep. You got to have mustard on a hot dog. So we're going to go about that much. You got to have a little ketchup on your hot dog, Shan? Yep.
Really?
Some of them do, some of them don't. And then what? Where's he at? The man that owned the mayonnaise company.
I don't know where
Duker is off hunting. He is. So get in here and get you some of that. I would say about that much. Let's see if one of these drawers has a magical tool in it called a whisk. And we're going to taste all this when it gets blended to see if we need any more mustard. And I can already tell you we're going to need some more mustard. But you set this in the icebox. Now that ain't just a hot dog topping. I'm going to give you a little old tip here. Go to town, buy you one of them big old large loaves of garlic bread. Put a little cheese on there. Spread this over the top of it. Put it in the oven. Let it cook for a little. With the relish? Has the cowboy ever steered you wrong? Oh my gosh, yes, really? Now we have these smidgen spoons. See these? These are what you call smidgens. And you're going to stir that up a little and taste it to see where we're at. Because when Shan was talking about the onion being roughly chopped, diced, minced, and all that, I like the onion to be big enough I can see it on a hot dog.
Good.
That stuff right there lights you up on the morning. In the fridge, icebox, or the Yeti cooler, let her set till that chili gets through simmering along, and then we're going to grill us up some dogs and be good to go. Here it is. Remember I told you, August, hot, supposed to be 104 today. Maid sitting by the fire this morning. What is wrong with you? He got a brand new haircut, and he said Mom didn't bring his sweater to work with him. So I don't know what's wrong with you, but you just go ahead and stand there. Now, let's talk about hot dogs. Now, there's all kinds out there. You can get hot links, you can get hot dogs, you can get Polish sausage, you can get anything you want, but don't scrimp. I like to go with a Nathan because to me they are the best hot dog out there. Did you hear him? He said, thank you for warming me up. And wasn't this nice how this just sort of slipped apart, and since we're just going to grill forward, we didn't have to put the grill on the whole thing. It's sort of divided. Thank you, Richard Hasty Bake. Them folks knew what I was needing. So 4 of them is on there. You can roll them around here after a while, but we're going to let them get good and get some grill marks on them. Shan loves hers to be really scorched to where you can't hardly see them no more. The chili has reached the point to where, hey, when we put that beef broth in there, I want y'all to see that the consistency is just a little bit thin. Now, I needed that beef broth in there to incorporate that flavor. Now, a lot of you be going to be running over to the cabinet. What you going to do? Get the cornstarch or the flour, maybe some masa, and y'all going to thicken that up a little. The thickening agent we are using today comes from the folks in Wisconsin. Yep. Y'all know what it is now, don't you? Cheese. Woo! Colby Jack. Freshly shredded. Cheese will bind things together. It'll make that chili set up. I just need you to stir that around in there till it begins to thicken just a tad, and then we're just going to move it over here on the slow side. And if that ain't thick enough, we'll add a little to it here and just a little bit more. Get rid of him. Set him right over where he can just sit on the warming side of Bertha. We're going to finish grilling up these dogs, and guess what's going to happen? The assembly line will take place for the best chili cheese dog you ever seen in your life. So don't quit me now. Ain't that a glorious product? Now I think some of you will be thinking right off the bat right now, they was 4 hot dogs on that grill. I just see 3 buns. Well folks, the participants have all been hunting except the mage. Big, where you at, buddy? Big.
You're tired.
Big has been hunting him a rabbit, so he get the first bite. Where's the mage? Or the duker, and the major, and the Sadie Lou. And Big, since you've been with us some 13 years now probably, we love you. Thank you for always making us look better. Now it is Kent's time. Now, we're going to pick one of these up. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch this one right here is the one I want. Okay, we was visiting with the people at the family reunion, you know, and we just had it like drip like here. And
it's not dripping. It's like those, it's like the blizzards they serve upside down.
Well, I ain't going to turn it upside down. That's asking a little much, Shan. Now, you seen me to seal that bottom so we didn't have a blowout. You know, like if you're going down the road and you have a blowout, you got to get it fixed or patch it or something. Well, here, you put a row of cheese right down there on the bottom. Then you see me get in that secret sauce right there, you did, and just layer it on both sides. And you put this dog on the Ferris wheel. I mean, he'll go around. Let me see, I think I'm gonna have this bite right here.
Uh-oh. What we got going on?
Hot dogs, hot dogs. Whoa, no, we don't want no hot dogs. We want a chili, cheese, dog. Ooh, I'm talking about, folks, they have a lot of flavor right here, and you can see it'll make a sweat break out on you today. Woo-wee. Chili cheese dogs cooked the Cowboy way. Don't get no better than that, it don't. And remember, that recipe will be listed right down there in the link below. But if you have trouble with that, you can always go to our website. Y'all know what it is, KentRollins.com. Go to recipes, hit that. It'll give you a bunch you can eat all year long. You can. But hey, I just want to thank y'all, me and Shandu, for just always just tuning in on Wednesday. We get so many pictures and so many kids, and we got a good one this last week of a dog that was watching our dogs. He looks like a Jack Russell. He'd be jumping up, looking at the TV every time that there was a dog come on there, the Big or Duke or something like that. But folks, that's what it's about, is family. And we need to bring family together. And how do we do that? With love. Love will cure it all, it will. And remember, you gotta first have some faith. And you gotta have hope. But when you can have that faith and you can have that hope, it's gonna make what? Courage. And you can do that because we all need courage and faith and hope and love that good Lord has given us to get us through every day that we're going through. So remember, faith, hope, love, and courage. Saddle up with them every morning before you ride out, and you'll be in really good shape. As always, I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept that old flag of flying over camp and keep us safe. My heart goes with y'all wherever you're at, and me and Shannon appreciate you one and all we do. For the rest of you, we come on in here close because we are fitting to have the family hug. Oh, it's so nice. We love y'all. Y'all are family to us. God bless you each and every one, and I'll see you down the Chili Cheese Dog Trail.